Okay, we're on to a new section. And in this section, we don't know the population standard deviation anymore. We don't know the sigma. We just know the sample standard deviation. If you remember, that's denoted by a small s. So guess what? When you're doing these calculations, you have to use a different table, and it's called the t-distribution table, and I gave you a copy of that in Canvas, so you might want to print it out. So this is just, it's a different distribution when compared to the normal one that we've been using all along. And you use this table when you don't know the population standard deviation anymore. They're going to give you the sample 1s, but you don't know the sigma. So we're going to use this different table. And we have our equations look a little different. Instead of z alpha over 2, it's t alpha over 2, and you get that from this table. I'll show you how to do it in a second. You have s instead of sigma, and you still have the square root of n there, and you still have x bar minus e, x bar plus e for the interval. Okay, so let's try to figure this out. There's something called degrees of freedom, which is n minus 1, so you just take the sample size and you subtract 1 to get the degrees of freedom. So here's our example. If our confidence level is 80%, if we want an 80% confidence level, and our sample size is 17, we want to find the t alpha over 2, which is the critical value, just like our z alpha over 2 we used before. So how do we do that? Well, we got to take out this table that I gave you. Okay, and it's there in Canvas, so you should be able to print it out or look at it. And luckily I've labeled these columns for you with the different confidence levels. There's 99, 98, 95, 90, and 80. Luckily we got one that's on the list. We got the 80. So we have a confidence level of 80. So we're going to be dealing with this column way over on the right. Then it said, okay, we have n is 17. So degrees of freedom, which is this first column. So degrees of freedom is n minus 1. So 17 minus 1 is 16, right? So what you want to do is go down to where it says 16 in the degrees of freedom. And then you want to read across to the column that has 80% confidence level. You're just picking a number out of the table, right? So when I do that, I got 1.337. So this is, you go to the t-distribution table, the 80% confidence level column, the n minus 1 equals 16 row, and you end up getting, what did I say, 1.337. That's equal to your t alpha over 2. So that's what you would use in calculations. So that's how you use this table. So figure out which confidence level, and hopefully all the problems will be one of these 5. And then figure out your degrees of freedom, or closest thing you can get. Because it only goes up to, see, when it gets up to 38, it goes to 40, 45, 50. So sometimes you have to just go close to whatever number is there. But we'll figure that out. Okay? So that's how you find your critical value, your t alpha over 2, using the t-distribution table. So I hope that helps.